much that I love you. Let me tell you, me once it. Let me tell you how much that I love you. You found me no search. It's like you knew that inside I was hurting. I was so young, stood no chance. But you gave me a shot at a romance. I feel like you were like an angel sent to bring me life. Now that I'm with you, me want to say that me love you, that me love you, that me love. Hey, me know go one day wonder. Without my baby, without me love, without me love. And I dance and sing and I sing because you make my life complete. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's for me. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's for me. I've never felt this way. So when they ask us, say, oh yeah, we're going all the way. Tell me we happy, love you all the time and things. Sometimes I wonder if the thing could cut us under, to get under. I know, but your love in my life control that. I laid out my life this way, do anything to make you stay. All of the blessings they come my way, and all the bad things they turn away. Sometimes life is such a scare. Your love gives me the strength to bear. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. Greetings, greetings, and gratitude. Yeah, see, I got my AirPods in because when I'm on my phone and I'm on the StreamYard, it's hard for me to hear anybody else if they come up and speak. So I want to make sure that I can hear everyone. What up, Blue Taz 606? How is everyone doing? Greetings and gratitude. Well, hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. How is y'all doing? What up, Cosmic TJ? Sleeping Beauty, Carbon, Holistically. Last night events was really, really good. I think we had a great turnout. Miss Vegan Goddess brought her food. Food was great. Um, we had fruit trays, mimosas, wine. It was really good. It was good. What I wanted to do today was give people a chance to come up and talk about their experience at the event. So if you were not there, you cannot speak on the event. That means you should have no reason to click this link that I'm getting ready to put in this chat. I will repeat that. If you was not at last night's event called The Experience, you have no reason to click this link. Don't get up here and be like, oh, I just, hey, governors, I did not know why this was up here. There is a link coming, and it was a really good turnout. Let's see. Let's put it in the chat, shall we? All right. You will find the link in the chat. You can come up and speak on the experience of last night and like talk about what you thought about it. It was a really good experience. So even for myself, because I haven't done one in so long, and don't get mad if you get cursed out, because period. So if you want to come up and talk about it, let's do that. I got my coffee and we can go.
Make sure that you hit the like button as you come in here. This is Quatita's house, in the family's house. And this is like grandma's house where everybody come over to grandma's house. Everybody be chilling at grandma's house, the cousins. Some of your cousins you don't fuck with, but that bitch be there. Yeah. Come on, Treasure and Kadre. Come on up, hit this link. Let's go. Come on, truth be told. Let's talk about it. Aubrey Marie, come on. You can. You come up here, Ops. I just want to hear everybody's thoughts on it. There's beautiful Michelle. Her and her very delightful. Hi, Michelle. How are you, Truth?
Hi, how are you?
I am good. How are you? There's Miss Janice.
I am great, great. How about yourself? Are you tired?
You know what? A little bit, but I'm all
Great.
right. Greetings, Janice. How are you?
Well,
All right. So this is what we're gonna do, Miss Janice. I'm gonna have you mute yourself first, and then Miss Michelle, Miss Truth. I'm sorry, I keep calling you by your government.
no
Um,
worries.
okay, Truth. I'll have you tell how you experienced it, cause you
It was,
drove
you
up
know
here,
what?
girl, from Texas.
Yes, yes, we did. It was a wonderful experience, and I wanted my husband to experience it because, I chat with you a lot, and I'm always on the lives, and he watches your recordings. I wanted him to experience it for himself. So it was. Sorry, I had a phone call. It was a very great experience for both of us. To see you in person, and I told him before we walked in, I said, you know what, it's weird because I said I listened to her and chat with her so much. I feel like I feel like I know her already. And so when you end up speaking to us, and when you called me to come up, and I told him when we left, I said, isn't that strange? I said, we just had this conversation. I said, and didn't it feel like I've already been knowing her for a long time, like personally? And so he was like, yeah, it really did. And just, the information that you told us. And I mean, it was so on point because we literally had the conversation the day before. I mean, well, actually, because we came in the middle of the night. So it was that day, but earlier in that
Hmm.
night. So for you to just say everything but I already know how you do, right? But for him to experience it, it was mind blowing.
Gratitude, gratitude. I so hope it was just
I
worth
can't
your
hear you.
drive. Can y'all hear me?
No, I can't. Hold on. Let me make sure my on.
I want to make sure you can hear me like
I
it's
think the
not
phone
me.
calls messed up your audio for me.
Uh, okay. Okay, you can come out and come back in,
Okay,
Michelle.
I'm reading your lips, so I know what you said. Okay, let me leave it. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So go ahead, Miss Janice. How are you?
Greetings. Can you hear me?
I can.
Excuse the way I look. I was in the bed, so I'm still in the bed.
Listen,
I,
me too.
I really enjoyed it, even though I don't know too many. Like I never met my grandparents or anything like that, my grandmothers. But for you to say one of them was there, it was amazing.
Yeah, I really. Oh, well, let me get some of these people up here. We got a few people.
Oh. And the job thing, I'm really focused on that. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna fill out that paperwork.
Yes, because
But
you got a lot going on with the
but
job thing.
yeah, the overall experience was amazing. I really loved it.
Gratitude. Gratitude. There's Miss True.
Sorry about that. I can hear you now.
Okay. What I was saying was, I really hope it was worth your drive that you came. So I just appreciate you even driving all the way up.
No problem. And I would do it in a heartbeat, honestly. And it's so funny for you guys that's listening and haven't had an opportunity to meet Governess. She's so cute in real life, too, in person.
Yes.
So it's funny to finally
Gratitude.
put the all the experiences together. Got a chance to meet Aubrey and Jose. I didn't know everybody's name there, but I know them because they're all the time on. Let's have the conversation. Aubrey is awesome. Jose is awesome. The food was great. I really had a great time. I wouldn't change the experience for nothing in the world. So I show so much gratitude.
Gratitude. I appreciate that for coming. And then we had Jay King. She was the life of the party last night. I mean, it was good. How are you?
I'm so glad to be a part of. I wanted to fan out. Like I'm just so honored to be in your presence. It was a good reading. It was well needed. It was needed to be heard. Even though I didn't want to hear some of the things, it needed to be heard.
Mm,
So I
gratitude for
thank you and
that.
gratitude.
You feel like you walked away with any kind of difference in your life?
I walked away. I walked away with more questions, but like I know that I couldn't. If it was just me, I could have took up the whole time for real. So
Yeah,
I really did have a couple more questions for my sister, but it's like I talked to her this morning. I hope she heard me. I hope she heard me.
I know she did, and I completely even understand why you say you had more questions as well, because it was a lot.
It
It was.
was, but I thank you.
Totally
I,
get
I
it.
thank you so much. It
Yes,
was really a
ma'am.
pleasure. It was a pleasure to be in your presence. You was everything I
Gratitude.
thought you was everything I thought you was gonna be. We best friends. We like then now.
It was fun.
Yes.
I totally enjoyed y'all. I'm glad you came up, you and Miss Janelle. Um, oh my gosh, her name is slipping my mind. Is she your cousin, Miss Janelle's daughter?
Jacoria is my
Jacoria.
cousin.
Oh my goodness, name to slip my mind. Well, it was fun having y'all. I so appreciate it all. I love you to life. Gratitude.
Too. That was
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Gratitude, Miss Janice. I thought it was such a good experience for myself and for other people, just to see spirit work. And when Yehuda came in to actually do speaking to specific people, that was really that was eye opening as well.
I think the awesome part about yesterday was seeing you actually do what you were talking about the women the day before, being able to empower them and help them with everything. And even though that I was working and helping with your event and trying to get everything going, as smoothly as possible on my behalf, you being able to be at the forefront and be at the beginning of the room, and majority of all the attendees were women.
Excuse me. Yes.
It was absolutely powerful to see the works of your labor actually being shown in that moment. And it was very, very empowering for you to be able to break those bonds and break those curses that a lot of those women were battling in their personal lives, and giving them insight in regards to what spirit needs them to hear, what spirit needs them to be able to understand, and how they can be able to grow and be the best women that they could possibly be for their lives and the people that look up to them. So for you to be able to work as hard as you do and to see that in the physical, it was very life changing for me and
Mm.
very inspiring for me to be able to just have that opportunity. So yesterday's event was absolutely remarkable and amazing, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
because that was your first one.
Yes, it was. It was my first one. But to see everybody and how they were able to just really take what you said and say, you know what, okay, I got this. Or I'm able to understand that. And
Mm.
and Jay King, she was definitely like, okay, I get it now. I'm good. I got it. I got the answers that I needed. So it was really, really good to see everybody react to the genuine information and also some of the real information that you needed.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Gratitude. Gratitude, Aubrey. Danielle Wallace.
Hi,
Bridges.
Kuti.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Gratitude for the pictures. Now you've been to a few of them at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. At this
You've been
point,
to you've been to some aesthetics and some regular group readings, which was last night. How was
hmm
it for you?
okay. So I think mm, what I like the most about the aesthetic, about all of them, is not only the fact that you get to talk to, or connect with your ancestors. The part that be touching me the most is when it be mothers getting on there, or not getting on there, coming to the aesthetic, or getting on live when you on live, and they are connecting with their kids that passed away, and the kids are reassuring them that they are okay, and not, and just because they see their parents going through, or grieving, or sad, or depressed, and they are sending them the love that they need. They sending them, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like they hearing what they need to, like, and they are assuring them, like, I'm okay, and I want you to get back to living your life, because it's more to life. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, every time, like, even when I followed you before you even start doing aesthetics, and when you was doing like live readings on Facebook, and anytime a woman got a reading, like, most times they have sons that done passed away, and they kids make sure they come through to tell them, like, Mom, I am okay. Live your life. Don't be sad. Feel my love. If I got kids, give them my love. I think that's the best part for me. Like,
Mm,
because they are receiving that. And it's like, oh, it's making me have chills.
yeah, because we saw some of that last night.
Yes, yes, yes. And that's not the first time that lady, it was a dark skinned lady with a haircut. And when her son told her, like, I didn't suffer, like,
Mm,
that type of thing, like, that's not the first time somebody done reached out to their
mm,
kids, and they done had their kids is sending that message to them, like, just stop, it's gonna be okay, just live your life. Like, some
mm,
kids even admit that them passing away was their mistake, and for they, even though, a parent is not gonna be able to be like, a parent gonna still feel the way that they feel because they lost a child, but the fact
mm-hmm.
that they kids come through to give them that message, like, Mom, like, just get back, like, just get back to being you, get back to your life, get back to, because I'm watching you. I'm just like you tell people, like, you didn't even tell my mama, like, her mama didn't seen that how her life has changed, and by you not doing nothing, how it's aging you faster. I feel like that's
Mm,
that's how the kids are watching their parents, like, you suffering so much because I'm not there, but I want you to know that even
yeah,
though I'm not there, I am okay, and please go on with your life, because
yeah,
life is short, and you aging yourself, you, like, stress, like you said, is a silent killer. I tell people that all the time. You stressing yourself, and it's okay. I'm okay. Like, even though I'm not there with you, I know it's a different type of pain, but I'm okay. That be the thing for me. Like, when they get that message and they really receive it, that be the thing for me. I be like, oh my goodness, this is just, I tried so hard not to cry last night. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, but yes, that is the thing for me. That's what do it for me at the aesthetics. Like, because they are really receiving that message, and then they be coming through to tell their family, like, it's okay. I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. And just go
yeah,
on. Like, just go on with your life. Like, one guy came through and told his mama, like, love on my daughter for me. Send the love to my daughter. Like, and it was just like, oh my goodness. But that lady last night, when her son told her, like, Ma, I didn't suffer. And for that to be on her mental, like, I don't even know when her child passed away, but for that to be on her mental like that, like, dang, my son probably cried out for me. I wasn't there to protect him and help him,
yes,
but he let her know, like, Mom, I'm okay. Like, just get it off your mind. I'm okay. I didn't suffer, and I'm okay. And she received the message. Like, oh, it just seemed like, okay, okay, I'm okay that he okay. I'm not okay, but I'm okay as far as I know
mm-hmm.
he didn't suffer. Like, you get what I'm saying? But that be the thing for me, when people actually feel their connection with their ancestor or with the people that passed away, like, especially if they so close, even with her wanting closure from her sister. Who is it? That was Cause who will be knocking on my door? But even her wanting closure from her sister, like, and she was receiving it, receiving it. Like she know how her sister is, and she felt that from her sister. Okay, let me
Yeah.
mute my phone because I don't want to be ghetto because I don't know who's knocking on my
Go
door.
ahead. Go ahead.
So yeah, I'm gonna come
So
back.
listen, what she's talking about, and this was recorded. It wasn't like just recorded on people's phones because we did give people permission to record via phone. But I also had um Cassandra Wright from Lady Graphics. She actually professionally recorded it for me as well, and she's in the process of editing and putting it together. So make sure that you're able to watch this experience that we're speaking of, and you'll be able to see this as well. But there was a lady who came, whose son was murdered, and I told her, I said, let me just answer the questions for you because he keeps telling me to tell you that in the moment of his passing, yes, I thought about you, but I did not lay there calling for you. So I want you to know that I didn't suffer. And that was what was so, oh no, Kadre. But that was what was so difficult, and a question that had been lingering in her mind was, did he call out for her? Was he calling for her to help him? And so he answered that and gave her that peace and closure that she needed, you know. So it was a good experience. I really believe so. We had a mother and a daughter there, where Spirit came through on the daughter's behalf, and the daughter was there. She was actually the cook for the event, and she actually purchased a ticket for her mom to come, and she came with her mom, but she also catered the event for me. And Spirit came through and told her mom, like, went into the cook's heart space on how she felt like her mom had treated her or received her growing up. And they was doing some heart to heart work there. um like it was like watching a walk with crime, meet soul sessions live. It was just like so many different aspects to it last night. um it was deep. Yehuda actually came in and gave a personal message to one of the participants that were in attendance. um like the shit was deep. Even with one of the ladies, Spirit told her, you solve murders by numbers. And she was fucking floored because she had solved the lady who we're talking about, whose son was murdered, who said he didn't suffer. She had given her information by numbers, helping her to solve his case. The shit was amazing. It was truly amazing. I gotta say that. Y'all can go, come on in, ladies. Y'all can say, Miss Ty, you have the welcome to come on up because you were in attendance. Kadre, Treasure. Kadre says she don't have her YouTube login, so she can't come in.
I just want to say gratitude again. Believe somebody else can come on up. I just want to say seeing it on YouTube versus actually being there, oh, totally different thing.
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm so glad you said that, Miss Janice,
Gratitude.
because it is. It's a completely different thing than
Yes.
when you see it like this. Hmm.
And then this is what I wanted to say yesterday. So the girl that Yehuda came and spoke to, when he was telling her
The
tell
souls to be
whoever
quiet.
yeah, I'm sorry, tell whoever the souls, whoever she was talking to be quiet. She kept staring at me. So I kept thinking, like, why do this girl keep staring at me in my mind? Like, and I'm like, she must know something. At the end of the aesthetic, she came to me and she said, I know you kept looking at me, stare at you. I said, because I kept thinking, why do she keep staring at me? And she was like, when I looked at you, I kept seeing Santa Marta. Did you Santa Marta? I can't see her name, but she was like, did you like she was asking me about like if I knew her or something. I'm like, yeah. And I was thinking about when you did the live and she finally came. And then the girl was telling me, like, that's why I kept staring at you, because when I seen you, I seen her face. And I was like, really? She was like, yes. But she kept staring at me. And I'm just like, why do she keep looking at me? Like, maybe she knows something that I don't know. Like, but she ended up coming. like coming over and talking to me at the end of the aesthetic saying that, and I was like, oh, okay, like, but it's
That's
nice.
her right there in the chat. Glow, Glow. You can come up. I put the link in the chat. You could come up because she's who we talking about. Yehuda came in to speak to her.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
Treasurer Kadre, y'all come up. Um, AJ Streeter came. He's
Showed,
such a cutie pie.
yes, he nice. Yeah.
Yes. Um,
But even when you said touch bases on different stuff, like you was even like talking to people who had mother issues. Like you get what I'm saying? We did touch on a lot of different stuff. Like you said, like it was almost a walk of crime, soul connections. You was healing because you was talking to people with mommy issues. It's like if they ain't never been to a mistake, they gotta come. But it's different than us watching you on YouTube versus actually being there. Like the feeling is so surreal. Like it's just like you feel your ancestors. Like you it's they gotta they'll never understand it unless they actually come. Like you will never get the full experience unless you actually come. And it's just not on one person. It's everybody. This is literally a group thing. It's not focused solely on one person. Quatita literally interact with everybody. Like literally. Like it's nice. Like it's
yes. Yes.
Can you guys hear
they
me
got
without my background for loud, or is it back, or is my background real loud?
Yeah, your background is loud.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna mute again. I'll go outside.
Uh, Okay.
Greetings,
There's
everybody.
there's Lachelle. Hey Lachelle, how are you?
I'm doing so good. I feel so lifted today. Like I feel like a weight lifted off my shoulders from
I'm
yesterday.
glad to hear that.
Yes,
I'm
like
glad
I
to
feel
hear
like
that.
my mind is clear. I was telling the souls right what you told me to do, telling them to shut the hell up. And last night was my first experience going to the club, and I remember you had did a live, and I don't know if you was at a club or at a bar, and I know you had mentioned like you just was reading everybody in there, and it was just a lot for you. I thought that I was gonna have that type of experience, but I had told the souls when I come in here, y'all need to leave me alone because I'm trying to have a good time tonight. And they left me the hell alone, and I just expressed gratitude for you letting me know how to control it. And
Absolutely.
I was in my own mind space in a healthy way. Like I didn't hear anything but my own frequency, and I just expressed gratitude for you teaching me how to protect myself.
Absolutely.
Yes, and
I'm so happy to hear that.
I had such a beautiful experience last night. Like I was crying for everybody else, like, but I was crying for myself too because I feel so I felt so elevated to be in a space with like-minded souls. I just felt so grateful, and I just expressed so much gratitude to you and to everybody that came because um I feel like I gained a lot of information from everybody else's experience of life as well. Like I feel like in the midst of everyone else's message, I was receiving messages, and I think everybody
Mm,
else was too. Like it just wasn't your message when it came to you. It was like a message for everybody really.
yeah. Absolutely. No
And I
lies
love that
told.
everybody can just get something from it. So gratitude
Yes.
for putting that together because that was the best day of my life. Outside of meeting my son, that was the best day of my life. So
Gratitude.
gratitude,
And I
everybody.
got to see your baby afterwards. You called him on the phone. And
Yeah.
he was trying to figure out if I was on the live or if I was actually on the phone. He was like,
Yes. He like I'm so used to her being on the live and being like, "Hey Dina," because he say Dina, "Hey Dina," and then like you not being able to respond because you on the live, but you actually said hi back this time, so he confused.
he was
Yeah,
like, is
but
she on the
we
thing?
love you over here. It's nothing but love and gratitude and protection
Gratitude.
sent from us to you.
Gratitude, Lachelle. Gratitude. I was so
Gratitude.
excited that Yehuda came in and spoke to you directly and let you know that he hears you when you speak to him. So I
Yeah.
thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, I thought that was beautiful too. I felt the favor. I'm at to go home. Okay.
He said, "Oh, all right then."
Right, like, all right, peace. Okay,
Can you guys
Hey,
hear me better?
but could you
gotcha.
repeat that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, go ahead, Lachelle. You fine.
Oh,
Go
I was
ahead. Let
Uh,
gonna
me bring
say
some up.
that when Yehuda had came
Go
in, I
ahead.
just felt his favor and the gratitude. I just can I hear
Greetings.
myself?
Hey,
The
greetings.
greetings, the favor
Greeting.
and the because I've been asking for
I was
favor,
trying
like
not to have my face
because
out.
I be feeling like in the physical realm, I don't really get that much favor and grace. So I be asking for it from the spirit, and I felt the energy of his grace. And I always feel like Yehuda is with me and around me, and that was just confirmation that he is. And I just love him so much. Like Yehuda is my dad.
Love it. Gratitude, Lachelle.
Gratitude.
Hey, greetings, y'all. What's up, Jazzy and Miss Taryn?
Hey, it's Nita, but yeah,
Greetings.
Taryn right here.
Oh, that is Miss Nita. Okay, so
It
that's who we
is.
was just speaking about. We were speaking about Jazzy and Miss Nita. Miss Nita's son is the one that came through and let her know that he was okay. And Jazzy actually gave some of the information via the numbers that we were talking about. But y'all may know Jazzy Scissorhands. She's a lot of times on Facebook. She does a lot of breaking down knowledge and teaching on Facebook. The shit be deep. How are y'all? Gratitude for coming.
We good. I'm just not waking up from that
Greetings.
reading. That reading wore me out.
So, how was your experience, Miss Nita?
It was excellent. That was the one question I always wondered about if my son called out for me. And so for you to have had answered that without me even saying nothing kind of blew my mind. Blew my mind.
Gratitude, gratitude.
Yeah. You know, that's why I was saying, people, that's the worst feeling in the world for your child to call out to you or need you and you unable to be there. So for him to have had clarified that and you had told me was priceless.
Gratitude,
Uh,
gratitude.
yeah.
Because you came with your daughter
And
too. There she is. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. How was your experience?
Wonderful.
Good,
So good.
good, good. You look like smiling and shit. I love it. Gratitude.
Thank you.
Jazzy, how was your experience, Jazzy?
oh my goodness. So I had just lost my brother. I had this is my second brother. So this just happened in June. And I was like really puzzled about who killed him because he kept telling me and it kept coming to me like it's this person, it's this person. But I'm like, am I tripping? You know how it happened. And it's like, so I'm trying to get confirmation. I put numbers together. And the person that it was, I had did a reading on a numerology and like they a person that they was the master person that's doing all the talking. They the person that's putting everything together. So I started sitting back looking for that character, right? So when you described who that character was yesterday for me, like, oh my goodness, like it put my mind at ease. Like, cause now I know I'm not tripping. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
who it is. And I know and now I have to work on forgiveness because when it comes down to murder, it's easy to hate the person that murdered your family, but then become a murderer. You know what I'm saying? You can't let somebody
Mm-hmm.
take you out your character because we are the children of Yahuda, and we are not murderers. We supposed to be speaking the truth, teaching the truth. Not killing, not hating. Hate not supposed to be in our heart. So even though that was in the soul contract, I still got to work on healing and work on letting the hate go and work on not becoming what has happened, if that makes
Mm.
sense.
It does. Absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah, that was pretty deep. And I had originally said, watch who you sit around and how your stories connect. And I know a few of y'all had came together, but some of y'all didn't. But some of the stories that you sat next to connected, and that's the craziest shit. You know what I'm saying? So even with you saying that, like a couple of the names, and I'm not going to call the names, but a couple of the names gave you also validation. Like, well, I'll be damned, because this is this with that person, and that's how that connects. That shit was deep.
Hmm. Yes,
It
the
was mind blowing
names,
for me
even
too.
down to the names was connecting. You know, it was like this person lost a sibling was sitting next to another person that lost a sibling. And a lot of people didn't know it, but I'm gonna put this out there. It was a situation with a parent and a child. And I'm that child that has that parent, that has that relationship with parents. When that as I
Oh no, it's
look
breaking up.
at
It's breaking up, Jazzy.
like, can y'all hear me?
Okay, we can
Y'all
hear
hear
you
me
now.
now?
Yeah, because it was breaking up so bad.
Saying that I was connecting to being that child that needs to have a conversation with a parent. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I was that child that was broken. I was that child that's dealing with the brokenness. But I understand it so much is basically it's all kind of terms and conditions on. Right? So we gotta go through terms in our life, and we gotta go through conditions in our life, but we gotta become the term of our soul contracts. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like
I
knowledge really helped me. Huh?
oh, I said I think I caught it
Can
because it's
y'all
still
hear me?
kind of breaking up. It's still breaking up, but we are able to catch it, but it's still breaking up. Uh oh. Uh oh. Oh, okay. She's gonna come back up. But I think I caught exactly what she said about the terms and conditions of, like putting it out there. Let me see. I'm gonna let her come back in. Miss Truth, you was gonna say something, but you had a loud background.
Sorry. When you put the link up,
Okay.
I was actually at breakfast. So I ran out to talk to you guys. So at that time I was in, didn't know how loud it would be or not. But what I was just going to say is just piggybacking off of what everyone else said. Like, it was just amazing. Like, even if you were able to get your own reading or not, because I know you tried to touch on everybody's, but you just felt the energy and you felt for your cousins that were in the room that were going through things that you weren't necessarily going through. So it was nice to see you be able to speak to them, for them to get some type of knowledge or closure, or both, for what their scenario or situation was. Even for me, I was happy that my dad came through and
Oh yeah,
acknowledged
your
my
dad was
husband,
funny. Your
because
dad was funny.
he never got a chance to meet him, but he made sure that he
Um,
acknowledged him and let him. And so
Oh no, she's
I
breaking up
show
too.
so much gratitude, because it's things that you can see
You
hearing
breaking up too,
and
Truth.
getting that knowledge back. Uh-huh. Can you
You
hear me?
broke up a little bit. Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
broke up just
I
a
was
little
saying,
bit, but
okay. I was just saying it's nice that you can touch them and reach them in ways that we cannot. So I show
mm,
gratitude for you being able to give that message back to us and let us know
yes,
that
ma'am.
our relatives are okay.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
in the
mm,
car, so it might be a little shaky.
That's okay. We can hear you though. We got you. We definitely
Okay.
got it. Okay. Jazzy, you want to complete what you were saying?
okay.
Oh no, you pressed the mute. You put yourself. There you go.
Okay. Okay, y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
I was saying I was sitting by a person that was dealing with a parent. And I'm that child that has a broken relationship with the parent. So I totally felt what was, I was connected to that because I feel like everybody that I was sitting next to, I was connected. The girl that I used to babysit was sitting in front of me. I haven't seen her in years, and when you was telling her what happened to her brother, I know her brother and I lost my brother. Then I'm sitting next to my friend, my best friend, she lost her son. And, we all connected. And then her daughter, she lost her, everybody was connected. That's one
Yes.
thing Spirit want us to learn about our connections to each other and our self-reflections that we see in each other. Because we got to help each other heal. I feel like if you was affected by murder, you got to go help people heal from murder. But first you got to learn how to heal from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever soul contract life gave you, molestation, whatever it is, you got to learn how to turn that into your victory. Don't be a victim of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's all about
Amen.
choice. It's all about you gotta choose if you gonna live or if you gonna die. You know?
Mm.
You gotta choose
Yes,
what
ma'am.
type of spirit gonna dwell within you. Cause we got the righteous spirit and we got a wicked spirit. We just gotta make a choice how we gonna operate out of spirit. And
Mm-hmm.
knowledge is the key to help us operate the correct way out of spirit. Because no matter what we think can break our spirit, it's just the experience. We came to the earth to experience life. So we got to
Yeah.
experience negative things in order for us to appreciate positive things. That's the balance of life. It say if you want to rise, you got to fall. That's a heartbeat monitor,
Mm-hmm.
right? The heartbeat monitor
Yeah.
go up and down, up and down. That's life.
You better
That's how you
preach,
grow.
Jazzy. You preaching.
Okay.
That's how you grow. That's how you grow. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got another person on here. I want to hear from Kadre. Because Kadre, you've come to some aesthetics and some group readings.
Hey everyone.
How are you?
Yes, I'm good. It was amazing, and like you said, like I didn't did personal readings, aesthetics, group readings, and I mean every time you never miss. Like they just be so on point. And I know I just had a personal reading like not too long ago, so
Yeah.
I wasn't even really, expecting a message. I just wanted to be there because I feel like it's a difference once you there in person versus, watching it, over Zoom or over YouTube or whatever. I just wanted to be there to, witness everything else. And I just loved it. Like it was just so many emotions and everything else going on. One minute we all laughing at Miss J King up there, and then the next minute we crying, and then it gets serious, and it's just it's a lot. And I just feel like you
Mm-hmm.
you have to be there to get the experience. Like it's just no other way to put it. And I was just so grateful when Miss Booma came through because I was not close to her, like, and when she was in the physical. So for her to come through and for me to know like that she's even watching over me, like I was so grateful for that. And I'm just happy that I'm allowed to relay the message to her children to know like she said she made it, she okay. Like I thought that was amazing because I ain't gonna lie, I did not expect for her to come through for me, because I was not close to her,
Yeah.
when she was here. So I just thought that was crazy. That actually blew me away yesterday when you said her name, and I looked at Tijera like, did she say Booma? And I'm like, I'm waiting for somebody else to say they know a Booma, and I'm like, oh, it got it, like I'm like, yeah, it got to be me, like so. I'm like, and then when Markeith came and stood up next to you, I said, oh yeah, I already knew what it was. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, that was really strange because it's such a strange name. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
hearing I'm like, what is this? You
yeah. I
like
mean, and
who?
you said it the first time, like right, like head on, like who, Booma.
I jumped up like, and it's funny because me and T Gerald, we try not. We said this time we like we ain't gonna sit next to. She's so tired. She do not like sitting next to me at these readings because she is so tired of getting read with me every time. So we try not to sit next to each other, but we end up sitting next to each other anyway. But I was just like, that's just crazy how she came through like that. Like, and I'm just glad that I'm able to relay the message. So
It was dope.
yes,
It
it
was dope.
was. It was.
Like I said, you've been to the aesthetics where the deities come
Mm-hmm.
through. I leave my
Yes.
physical, the deities come through. So for
Mm-hmm.
you, what's the difference in the group reading which we had last night and the aesthetics?
I would say the difference. Oh, the aesthetics on a whole nother level. Like it gets serious. Like it's a whole nother level. Um, I will say I enjoy both of them, but the aesthetic might be my favorite. I really, really love them aesthetics. I really love Papa, whether he checking me or making me laugh. Like I really enjoy them aesthetics, but I know sometimes it's like the energy just be so high in there, and
Yeah,
it's just be so crazy. But I
yeah.
I, I don't really like as far as the difference. I mean, you just never miss every time though, so I really can't
Because
compare them. But I can say that the aesthetics my favorite.
one time you came to a group reading that turned into a aesthetic,
Oh
and your
yes,
uncle came through in
yes.
the physical.
Yes, yes, that was crazy. And I think we all was kind of shocked that happened because you be planning for stuff to be group readings and then they switch it up on you mid group read and then turn into a mistake. So yeah, that was amazing. And it's just like I mean, even remember when we did the personal read and he tried to jump into your body and you like, not today. Like
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Or we
like
yes.
had a surprise guest last night
yeah,
in the
like
group reading.
he's always there, and it's like he makes sure he show up. And I was so glad he ain't try to show out last night because he a clown. So
Yeah,
it
for
was nice.
sure. We
Yeah.
did put his video when he came through at that particular event.
Yes. Yes.
So that was dope.
Yeah.
Gratitude, Kadre, for you and your sister coming and
Yeah.
always
No
showing support.
problem. Gratitude.
Um, Jazzy, you said that we had a surprise guest.
We had
We
a
did.
surprise guest at the reading last night.
Let's
A
talk about
celebrity
it.
guest.
I think we had
Yes.
two.
We two of them came in, absolutely. So, which is why we actually did this live because Aubrey was like, "Child, you have to come on this live and talk about this."
Mm-hmm.
Um, so in the midst of doing the reading, I started hearing what's the name of the song?
Something in
Liquor.
this liquor.
Yes. And I'm like, why are you interrupting my event? And he kept saying, I'm Chris Brown. And I said, I know who you are. Why are you interrupting my event? He said, because I need for this to be seen on camera. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, okay, y'all, Chris Brown. Chris Brown is here. He is not in his physical body. And allegedly, I gotta say allegedly, he's not in his physical body. Let me put up my damn banner
Mm-hmm.
real quick. Uh, he's not in his physical body, and he is now talking to me. And he said he brought in somebody else. Who did he bring in? He brought in Damar Hamlin,
Mm-hmm.
who says he's not in his physical body. Allegedly, he says that he was this was a hit against his life, what happened on a football field, because he says he discovered something either about his coach or team players, and they conspired against him to take his life, allegedly. And that shit blew my fucking top back.
Can I say
Man.
something about that?
Yes.
So the night that had happened, I was me and my friend had planned to go watch the game in the city and on the jumbo screen. And as we was riding from her house, this like like up north, as we was riding from her house, her baby is usually super calm. And her baby was in the car screaming her head off. And something kept telling me right before we had stopped at my apartment, and right before we had went downtown, um, some spirit was talking to me like, what if I told you that you should not go? I was like, I mean, I'm already dressed, so I'm probably still gonna go. And then once we got down there, the energy was very, very, very weird. And they kept ringing his bell, y'all. Like I literally was hearing him ring a bell. And it was weird because it was no reason for him to ring a bell. And something told me to leave. And right when I had gotten in the house, my cousin had texted me and she was like, yeah, you know that they just ended the game because of such and such and such and such. And then I seen on the internet that it was this whole big thing. And then he had the neck tattoo was gone. And another thing I wanted to say about Chris Brown, y'all know he made that song called Freaky Friday. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and they was like, I woke up in Chris Brown's body. But like we take stuff like that, it's just, oh, it's just a song, it's just a melody. No, they're telling us that they're jumping in these celebrity bodies.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I wanted
So
to say. No, I thought
listen,
that was
we
funny.
put some shit together last night or this rise in the early wee hours, Aubrey and myself, because I what they said was that is Tom Brady in DeMar Hamlin's body. And I had to do some research on this. So this happened to DeMar Hamlin January 2nd. Tom Brady retired the 16th. January 15th, DeMar Hamlin made an appearance to his team. And they kept saying, oh, this is going to be such a long recovery. But by the 19th or something, doctors, or the 22nd, the doctors were saying um, that he was going to, they're guaranteeing him to return to the field. The shit was mind blowing. He said, we need for this to be seen on camera. We have to say this on camera. And that's what they said. This is what this is. Y'all want to tap in on that?
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so when they, I feel like people don't even pay attention anyways at all. They just be so lost in stuff because anybody who has ever had any family member that has ever had any medical problem to where the heart stopped, then you know how much brain you lose to the oxygen. So my dad passed away in July. His heart stopped. He lost oxygen to his brain, and he ended up passing away. They told us that his brain activity was decreasing so much because he went into cardiac arrest. Now that was for 20 minutes. So imagine your heart stopping multiple times for minutes at a time, for 9 minutes at a time. So you telling me if your heart stopped for 9 minutes and you lost oxygen to your brain because you immediately start losing oxygen and you able to get up and wake up and talk about who won the game? Like, people don't even think that the stuff that they even put out there makes sense. Like, just think about that. Just think about somebody having a heart attack and not breathing and having and or a heart not a heart attack, heart stopping multiple times and not breathing and all this. That think about it. Like, y'all just let them put anything out there in the media and y'all just, oh, okay, it's no logic nowhere. Y'all just literally believe anything that they put out there. Like, think about that. Think about think about any type of brain damage, or think about your
You
speech,
know what,
how that's gonna
Danielle?
be affected, your ability to walk, any of that. You telling me he putting thumbs up and asking who won the game? Stop. That's not like,
Listen,
come on now.
when I first talked about this, Precious, when I first talked about this, I said this, and I had nurses coming back to my chat and leaving comments. It happens every day. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. I've seen it. A man was gone for 15, 20 minutes and he's fine. He's a living testament. It happens every day. But they teach you that that's the reason why you should never stop doing CPR. It's because it helps the oxygen continue on to the brain and to help that person have a better chance, kind of thing. But I'm not a physician nor a nurse nor a doctor. I'm just a STNA with limited experience, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, we were always taught that if your brain loses oxygen, your brain dies, it withers. So
Exactly.
Because
And
the
I'm just thinking
brain is
like
electricity.
y'all not even thinking about none of that. Like y'all just, oh, he got hit, his heart stopped, the doctor saved him, he okay. Like no. Think about that. Like think about think like I don't know. It
Mm-hmm.
just like they just came up with anything and put it out there and everybody really believed, like really. And I'm just thinking to myself, my daddy coded and was worked on for 20 minutes and I'm thinking about the amount of brain damage he had. And you telling me that this like and they didn't work, they was working, they was giving him CPR. This is what they done told us. Like literally, we came to the room, we could see him having seizures from we couldn't even go back there because he was in ICU. We could see him, his body seizing. So you telling me this is only 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, this is the brain damage. And in 9 minutes and multiple times, your heart to stop multiple times and this, that, and the third, and you are completely okay with not no problems. And then they doubled back and was saying, then they tried to say that he had to do some type of therapy or something. It was, I don't know, but it don't even, the storyline didn't even make sense. Like, come on, y'all.
Well, we already know we're not even out of February, and he's been seen everywhere.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I mean?
Chilling with
Like,
the coaches, like chilling up top with the coaches. Like, stop, y'all.
yeah, it was a rental thing. Go ahead, Jazzy. You said something about the electricity to the brain.
Yeah, the brain is electricity. So like, that's the life spark that's in the brain. And think about, like, if we put our phone on the charger and we cut the cord to the charger, we can't charge the phone up no more, right?
Period.
Like,
Period.
know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
kind of what's happening. Even like your heart is electricity. That's why when you have heart attacks and stuff, they bring electricians and stuff in. They got the defibrillator, like, because we electromagnetic beings. But because we don't understand our own chemistry, I'm talking about with a K, because we the chemites, chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the elements. The elements are the chemistry. But because we don't understand, well, we don't overstand and understand that about ourselves, that's how we could be propagated by the media, like what she was saying.
Yeah, absolutely. I be watching it. It's almost it's amazing how they just drop certain things and people gravitate to it and carry it as if it's truth. But soon as you tell them some truth, you're crazy. You don't even know that's cap, she cap, he cap. Like, I can't even take it serious. You know what I mean? But to see it actually happen, and it's happened to me, of course, more than once, as far as the souls coming in of these people. I totally get, and I get what Precious is saying, Danielle is saying as well, because my father laid on the floor for 30 minutes without oxygen and did not recover. You know what I mean? So, um, he had a trach, and the trach came out his throat, and he fell on the floor, and he was like without oxygen to his brain. He never recovered. So I totally get it. You know what I mean? This shit, no, 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 no. They can say, well, it happens every day, and maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not a physician, but I know that man was standing in this event last night and said that that's not him in his physical body.
Hmm.
Like she said, they just put a lot of stuff out in the media and they just expect us to believe it like we just some type of brainless sheep or something.
Wait
But
a
I was
minute.
gonna say that when what did you want to say, Miss Jessie?
Sheep. That's exactly what they program people to be, sheep.
They
Brainless
just
sheep. You just
they
said it. That's
yeah,
that's
they
the
just want us to
agenda.
follow
Brainless
it.
sheep.
They just want us to follow the misinformation so we can be misguided. But I was
Hmm.
gonna say this is just it kind of remind me of the situation where y'all remember they was Miss Quatita was talking about it on Let's Have a Conversation, I think, or it was a live or something, and she was talking about how the white boy was on a basketball court and he got hit in his nose and he started leaking android fluid. You said, remember?
Oh
And then they
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
told us, oh, they like it was stomach fluid, it was
It was
plasma,
Gatorade.
it was everything but the fuck android fluid. Like, no,
Yeah.
they
You
just
can't even
want us
make
to
that make
believe
sense
anything.
that that would be plasma. There's a complete machine that your blood would have to go through that like synthesized type shit that separates that blood from the plasma. So you mean you got hit in your nose and your something in your body separated this plasma from your blood cells and it came out as Gatorade and stomach bile on the floor.
The lives be so crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Listen, I so appreciate everyone for not only coming up here today and just telling, your opinion and your thoughts on the event last night, but coming through to the event. It was such a pleasure to see Jazzy come in. I've been knowing Jazzy for a while now. Like I said, she even cut my hair before. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all tap in with her and get some knowledge and a haircut. Okay? Just period. I so appreciate it. We
Gratitude.
had people drive up from Alabama and Texas. And, for me, that's always so amazing and a pleasure to see. So I so appreciate everyone from Miss Taryn, Miss Nita, and Miss J. King, and Lachelle, Jazzy, Danielle, her mom and sister, which is Jose's family, if y'all didn't know. Danielle is Jose's people. And truth be told, I so appreciate you and your husband for coming. Aubrey for coming. This was her first time coming to an event. So I love y'all. And I
Oh,
genuinely appreciate all of the love and support every day.
gratitude. We love
We
you.
love you too,
Can
and
I
you
just
will
say
see me
Always,
again. I will see you
always.
again.
can I just say one more thing? And if you haven't been
Hmm.
to a aesthetic, that it's like when you go to a aesthetic, it's work done. Like the deities come through and it's healing. Like it's so much more powerful than a group reading because
Yeah,
they go deep and they do work. So if you ain't been to a aesthetic, y'all need to try to make it to one. Like
yeah.
it's so it's way
We've got
more
one coming.
different.
March 18th, and tickets have already been sold, and so that's closed. But March 18th, we got one coming up, and Papa Candelo cannot wait. Let me tell
Mm.
you,
When Papa come
the
through,
deities can't wait. You
Can
said
I
when
say
Papa
something?
come through?
yeah, when Papa come
Absolutely.
through, it's over. Once Papa come through, you don't try to lie. Don't do none of that because Papa gonna be like, who? Yeah, okay, yeah. Don't. It's like it's power. They gotta be there. We ain't. I don't want to tell too much, but they gotta be there. Like, cause
Yeah.
it's powerful. It's nice.
Y'all got me
Gratitude.
sold. I'm sold.
Um,
Yeah, I want to go to
Gratitude.
one too.
listen. Once Papa come through, it's over for y'all. Like it ain't.
Come
It's over.
on, come on, Truth. Come on, say
Well,
what you was about
well,
to
I
say,
was gonna
Mama.
say the crazy thing is like I was completely blown away just by yesterday. So now I'm a little jealous because I'm like, well, wow. Well, what did we experienced yesterday? Uh, so I'm looking forward to a aesthetic because if it's even above what we experienced yesterday,
Yeah,
I'm so down for the cause. So I
yeah.
again, my family shows so much gratitude to you, governess, and to the cousins that were there. We had an amazing time, and I was a bit fanned out as well. So
Yeah, so the difference between a group and a maesthetic, is I start to drink the Brugal, and in those moments of me drinking, my consciousness is removed from my body, and the deity step into my physical form. And when they do, they give you information not only about yourself, but about your history and your past, about how the deities came to be. If you pay attention, some people are just wanting to talk and don't realize you're talking to ancient, ancient souls. You know what I'm saying? We call them deities. And they come through, and sometimes they allow your loved ones to come in and utilize my physical body, which is what happened for Danielle's mom one time and for Kadre's family. For my ex, Jamila, her ex girlfriend utilized my physical body. And so they actually come and rest inside my physical vessel. And sometimes the Lama Dama comes through, and when she does the healing. She puts people to sleep. It's like an old school revival in a sense. So once she touches you on your forehead, you go to sleep, and that's when the healing begins. And then she will have other people come up and you don't even know the power that lies within you, but she's going to awaken it for you and show you that in some capacity, to where she will have you now touch someone and you will put them to sleep. And a lot of people think they can just go and do that by themselves, and you can't. But but she is awakening powers and showing you who we are as a people. And so that's the difference between a group reading and a aesthetic. Group reading is what you saw last night. What I do when a aesthetic comes in, I'm removed, and so I don't get to experience it unless I watch a video back. So I go to sleep. Yeah.
I have one to ask. So at a aesthetic, because I've never been to a aesthetic. At a aesthetic, I know. Like, is there like physical healing too? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
know,
saying to
Mama.
you.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying to you.
Oh, because I thought it was just like emotional healing.
No,
I
ma'am.
didn't know it was like
I do the
physical healing.
emotional healing. When she comes in, she's coming in to heal physical elements as well as mental and emotional. But some people have come who had like terrible pain, illnesses, different things. And by legal standards, I can't say heal or cure. But when they leave differently, and they tell me they have not experienced these pains in their bodies after that. Okay. Go ahead, Jazzy.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Can
Oh,
I say
okay.
something?
I thought I was
Yes, Taryn.
thinking something, so I don't know if I should just say what I was thinking, but that's where knowledge come in at. Spirit just taught me the other day that spirit is knowledge. And you know how in the Bible it say God came on to his own and his own knew him not. They was talking about knowledge because that's why in the Bible they call us the stiff necked fools, the ones that reject. Stop. The ones that reject knowledge. Because if we had this knowledge, we could understand how we are science, we are cells. So then when like she said, when she is the deities coming to her, they cells, they chromosomes, they genetics. When you start understanding the science behind it, it make you more powerful. You can really connect to what she's saying, like, because when you can't understand the science, you just like, is she faking, what's going on, or I don't get. But when you understand the science, you know what's going on, and it's better to know than to believe, because the word lie is in belief, right? So when
You're
you
trying to
dealing with,
convince.
yeah, it's to accept. It say belief mean to accept something to be true. But when you know, you know. And so that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Gratitude,
If I
Jazzy.
could say
Go ahead.
one thing, because you preaching to me right now, Jazzy, and I'm listening. So when you said believe, that got lie in it. It's what they want you to believe, and then knowledge have know in it, which is something that you know instead of believe. So I was just putting the words together that you're saying. Like it makes sense. Knowledge no has no in it.
Yeah.
Know
Believe
the
has lie
ledge,
in it. I'm trying.
know the ledge that
I'm
you
learning
standing
right
on.
now. I'm learning.
It say know
Gratitude.
the ledge that you standing on. Knowledge, know the ledge. Where you will
Absolutely.
find.
Or your fault. Go ahead, Taryn.
Oh, I just wanted to say when you said that my brother like be around and like he's around but he don't have a physical. It was this one time my dog was barking real bad. Like he not a barker. So when he bark at night, it means something like somebody outside. And me and my mom went outside and there was somebody like trying to open the car door. And I felt literally like my brother come out of me like he literally like he screamed and was like some get the fuck away from my motherfucking house before I let my motherfucking dog out here. And I literally felt like a man voice come through my throat, like in my nose spread like his. And after I said it, like my eyes just got so watery and it was just so weird. And my mom was like, I know my kid. She said, I felt my son when you said that. And it was so weird. Like it was crazy. Like I literally felt
the man voice in my throat. Like my throat was itchy after, my nose was like felt like it just got done spreading like his. Like, and this one time we went to New Orleans and we was in a car ride back from somewhere, and all I felt was like me leave my body. Like I was looking out the window. And it was like a man. I was literally watching a man in my body, like, and he was like, it felt like I was literally like watching somebody in my body. And it was like he was high and he was just like cruising to the music everybody was listening to in the car. And I don't know who that man was. They was listening to, I don't even remember
Still
the
smoking.
song.
We was
Yeah.
listening, still smoking.
They was listening to Still Smoking, and I don't know who that man was in my body, but he was like high, listening to the music that they was playing, and he was just like nodding his head. And I found it so crazy because I was just watching a man in my body. Like, it was so weird.
Listen, I love that. I love to hear that because we're all connected. And I'm glad the way Jazzy put it together, Taryn, because we're all connected. It's through your DNA. We are the crystal beings. So so if we have this divine connection, nothing they can do can tear us apart.
Okay.
We're torn apart because we allow ourselves to be. We're all connected. I love it. I show gratitude, y'all.
We
Governor,
appreciate you.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Governor, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to say one last thing. Spirit keeps telling me to say it. I just want to say also gratitude to the person that provided the food. That the food was great. I didn't drink any alcohol, but have some orange juice as well because I know the word had been out about you apparently drugging people through food. So I wanted to let people know I ate the food, I drank the juice, and I'm totally fine to come on here and talk with you guys. So
Okay.
I just want to say
Gratitude.
gratitude for
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
what is
fine. We fine. We good.
Yes, we ate and drunk and
so
we is okay.
what they
And this was
say
the first time I
is
didn't wake up with a hangover.
at the Aesthetics, they said that I'm apparently drugging people because how are they going to sleep at the Aesthetics? So they say that I drug people, I put it in the food. That's how people are going to sleep. She's putting in the alcohol. That's how people are going to sleep. She is molesting and raping them, which is why they sit on her lap. Listen, Papa is fresh. Everybody knows that, and he'll tell you in a minute, come sit on my lap. And a lot of times it is very innocent when he does it. You know what I'm saying? But he loves women and he is very vocal about that. I've never drugged, raped, molested, or enhanced anyone's ability through drugs or narcotics whatsoever. When people come to the masthetic, not even a group reading, but a masthetic, they can't understand how I do what I do. So they come up with different things and they lie about different things because obviously she is drugging these people. How are they going to sleep like this? She's drugging them. Obviously, it's in the food, it's in the drink. I've had people come to the aesthetics who didn't take a bite to eat or drink alcohol, and they experience what they experience because it is what it is. No truth, all no lies, all truth. You know, at the end of the day, spirit is real. You know, and so for you to tell hundreds of people who have experienced it through me, because some people experience it on via Zoom. Miss Rochelle will tell you that the mistake that we did in Myrtle Beach, um, the Lama Dama put her hand up to the screen, and when she did, it healed her shoulder. It helped to heal that pain she experienced in her shoulder. Um, Tasha Brennan, Natasha Brennan, when she came to Myrtle Beach, she said when she put her hand up through there, she saw my hand actually go through the screen. So people experience different things. Some people will tell you they saw my hand go up to the screen and the whole screen turned black. You know what I mean? So the shit is actually real. You know what I mean? They just can't put it in their mind. And it's a lot of people that like AKA, she's been to them, Cheesy's been to them, Malika's been to several of them. Um, Kadre has been to some, Danielle has been to a few of them. So there, TJ came to the Chicago. So no, you're right, Truth. There's no drugs being used, not even last night, because I don't need to, you know. And people say, y'all stupid for believing this and following that lady ain't. You seen it for yourself. You came in and spirit moved in the way the spirit moved, and I show gratitude to everyone. Gratitude, truth be told, for saying so.
Gratitude.
Go to the
Well,
devil.
Gratitude.
okay, period. So
I
I
was
love y'all to life.
I was wondering
Um,
if I could say one more thing. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead. And we're
I
gonna
have
go ahead and go.
I wanted to say, I have figured something out as well. I want to piggyback off of what Miss Jazzy has said about us being connected, and what Taryn has said about her being able to like connect with her brother in that way. Um, like you know how, Adina's name is Antoinette. Like I remember a long time ago when we was learning about the netters, like us being the netters, like, and if you think about it like a physical net, like it's all a connection, and like we're all a connection upon one divine whole, like
The
we all,
intranet,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
It's
that's what
a private worldwide web of communication. The soul. And not everybody has it, so they're pissed. And we understand.
yes. I'm just so grateful for our connection with each other and with the soul. I'm so gratitude. I show so much gratitude for that.
Gratitude to y'all. It was a pleasure meeting everybody that I did not know in the physical. It was a pleasure meeting y'all. Let you guys go, and hopefully we'll talk again soon, y'all. We'll do it again for the aesthetic. So I see y'all soon. Peace.
Gratitude. Bye, cousins.